The Trump administration gave y'all warning after warning after warning after warning. Now, Pam Bondi is following up on that warning.
I've made it clear, if you take part in the wave of domestic terrorism against Tesla properties, we will find you, arrest you, and put you behind bars. Today, I'm proud to announce that the Department of Justice has unsealed federal charges against another Tesla attacker. We've charged Cooper Frederick in the firebombing of a Tesla dealership that occurred on March 7th in Loveland, Colorado. All of these cases are a serious threat to public safety. Therefore, there will be no negotiating. We are seeking 20 years in prison. The crime was committed in Colorado, and thanks to the great investigative work by the FBI, the defendant was arrested in Plano, Texas. Let this be a warning. You can run, but you cannot hide. Justice is coming.
Following through on that promise and also issuing another warning. She like, look, I gave y'all the final warning, but here it is again. I mean, honestly, do you guys think of yourselves as like really making a difference right now by ruining your lives? You really think you're standing for something when what you're standing for is literally it's having no impact on consumers and Tesla in that way? Of course, I'm not going to sit here and act like stock didn't go down. And for the last couple of weeks, people haven't been afraid to necessarily go out and about what they say. I won't deny that. And I won't talk the stocks and all that. But I'm going to show you proof that, man, y'all actually converting more people to, or how do I say, encouraging more people to go buy anything honestly related to Elon Musk in support of what he has going on because of your protests. Y'all think that violence is the way? Y'all think this is showing us? And it gets dangerous because if they can't win with logic and, policy and things of that nature, this is what they're going to resort to. And if this is the beginning of it and they don't care about the consequences, it only makes you wonder what else could happen. Now, this 70-year-old Christopher Talbot, I don't even know how you say that, has been arrested for plowing his car into a Trump supporter outside of a Tesla dealership in Idaho. The victim had a pro-Trump flag on his truck and was there to counter a woke anti-Tesla protest. Makes no sense, man. 70?
We just learned that a 70-year-old man was arrested after Meridian police say he hit another man with his car during today's demonstrations at the Tesla dealership in Meridian. Police say 70-year-old Christopher Talbot of Meridian made an obscene gesture towards a counter-protester and then hit him with his car. Police say the victim had been driving a truck with pro-Trump flags and had just parked and gotten out of his car when Talbot hit him.
But y'all claim that we are the ones that are racist, we are the ones that are violent, we the ones that want to, see the country fall and things of that nature. But you guys aren't getting your way with policy, so you do this. And then not even getting your way with policy. You're literally upset that a man is looking at all of the government waste, fraud, and abuse in which you actually support. And I've proven it multiple times. You've had Obama say exactly, almost to the T, what the Trump administration has been saying centered around this issue of USAID and government waste. He didn't say USAID. It was like USDS or something like that at that time. But yeah, USAID is nothing but an extension of what Obama and them was doing. But because Elon is unelected, you guys don't make this. 70 years old, you ruining your life like this? I love that. This question, this perspective to ponder on. Imagine if the roles were reversed. Come on, man. This would be headline news. But because it's Democrats, this is approved violence. Just like you have approved racism, this goes under the umbrella of approved violence. Now, Mila Joy posted, have you heard this? Yeah, we heard it because we just heard Pam Bondi. Cooper Joe Frederick, 24, of Fort Collins, Colorado, was arrested in connection with an incident at a Tesla dealership in Loveland, Colorado. Now, Frederick allegedly ignited, and he threw a device. What you said, that incendiary? Yeah, incendiary device at a Tesla dealership. I don't know what that incendiary means. A fire device, maybe. The device landed between two vehicles, starting a fire that endangered several people who were inside cleaning the facility at the time. And this is exactly what I was talking about in previous videos. Yeah, sure, you're aiming at the Teslas and things of that nature, but you are putting people's lives at risk. And look at you, my guy. You got like engineer vibes. You look like you could have been a cool audio engineer. I don't, but obviously, well, take the cool out of it. Yeah, because you're a little bit dramatic. 5 Tesla terrorists arrested and at least 2 more arrests to go. Kansas City, no suspect. Seattle, no suspect. We got Las Vegas with Paul Kim. We got Salam with Adam Matthew Lansky. North Charleston with Daniel Clark Pounder. Loveland with Lucy Grace and Joe Frederick. Yep. Keep it going, man. Right, send them to El Salvador. Right, these people are insane. The left have zero ability to debate and always go straight into violence. Such losers, and that's exactly what we are terrified of. But outside of that, again, I told you, they aren't making people sway even in the slightest from going to pick up that Tesla.
Oh, I'm going to tell you something. If these lunatic anti-Elon, anti-Tesla protesters think they're having an effect, they're not. Look at this. This is the line to pick up Tesla cars. We are in Plano, Texas. This, folks, are all the cars for pickup today, okay? So, no effect. These protesters are lunatics. They're idiots, great patriots in America buying great cars. And isn't it crazy how it flipped? These cars used to be a signal for the environmental leftists.
Right.
Now, it's patriots like us picking them up. You keep rocking, Elon. Make America great again.
Hey, so one might argue that this could be a Democrat plan. A horrible one. But if like Jasmine Crockett, if I was her, I would have used it, and I was trying to spew a talking point. I go, hey, well, our real plan is to get more Republicans to actually purchase more of them. I know that, it's unorthodox, but we figure if us as Democrats, the Republicans, they usually, anything that we're for, they don't like. So, hey, let's act like we're not for it. That would be the only smart thing that will come out of the Democrat Party as it relates to this. And it's not smart at all, by the way, but yeah, he's not lying about Texas, man. Look at it. I love this interaction. Prepare yourself.
I'm buying one more.
Hold on, you know what? I'm gonna start it over because I want to turn up the volume so you can hear like what the crowd is saying. It's pretty low.
I'm buying one more today. I'm buying one more today. Losers!
I'm buying one more today. Loser. Oh man, you talk about matching some energy right there, dog. You pull that, imagine hitting a corner and you hit boo. Jeff was whipping around a corner. You could be one of them. They don't care, man. They don't care. I never understand the logic. The Tesla protest, I don't even think I should have that word on the screen. So for the sake of this channel, I'm just going to call this over here. Boom.
What's your message to Elon Musk? There's a lot more of us than there are of you. What's your message to Elon Musk?
Yeah, nothing, right?
Got it.
I bet.
What does the hat symbolize for the dance party? We are captains of our destiny.
This is how y'all ship is sinking, though, huh? Oh man, this music, these copyrights. Just look at them, though.
Message to Elon Musk. I'll probably you. What does your sign mean? Hands up. No muskrats. What's your message to Elon Musk? Go home. We don't want you here.
Well, his home would be the Democrat Party.
What's your message to Elon Musk?
Go bankrupt.
Thank you.
What? Oh my gosh, now they got the music going. Come on now, hold on now. Relax, relax. I wonder if how many of them are paid out here. If not all. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, so you see them.
Thank Elon Musk for having these wonderful locations all over the country that we can stand in front of every Saturday.
Well, that's something to thank him for.
And
oh man, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not gonna be able to play the remainder. You have copyrighted music, and if anybody who knows anything about YouTube, you know why. But to the people who don't, who are frustrated, like, yo, young man, play the clip. Just some things behind the scenes you just don't know yet, man. But these are the same people who loved and endorsed Elon and Donald Trump when they were Democrats. Of course, we know that. But this is what we are now. Again, are they paid? I remember when, what's her name? Savannah. I remember when she actually went to the protest and she explained how they all left at the same exact time. What does that mean?
What are we doing here today?
well, there was a protest here, but as soon as noon hit, they all vanished. They clearly don't really care that much about this issue because as soon as the clock ran out, they were like, yeah, we're gonna go home, bye, that's enough. I think it's ridiculous to rally against an American business that creates American jobs. And again, there's a reason why Donald Trump and his administration were given the mandate.
You know what's interesting? There were like 100 people on the other side of the road, and almost none of them wanted to talk to us. 5 people over here, and I know I could talk to every single one of these people.
They never want to talk, man. What are you talking about? So this post also with the caption from Chicago Ray says, Savannah Hernandez says there was a protest against Tesla, but as soon as the dock hit noon, they all started leaving. Yeah, they were going to go home. That's enough. These protests were staged, so CNN and MSNBC can loot them 24/7 all day. This is what AstroTurf looks like. You did your thing pointing that out. That went over my head for a second right there. Yes. Let me ponder. So, these Democrats are a little strategic, huh? Just a little bit. How are they so good at planning violence and planning doing ignorant stuff, but not actually planning something that will really make change? I mean, they're great at planning concerts. Great. Anywho, I digress. Let's move on. We're going to take it over here to the real America's voice. Now, in War Room, I want y'all to listen to what he has to say here, because this goes to what I was saying in the very beginning of this video. If they only have violence as their weapon, as their tool of defense to fight back against, to fight back against the Trump administration, what could this lead to?
And this is going to go to a very dark place, and it's going to go to a very dark place quite quickly, because they cannot win any other way. Natalie, take it from the top. We got plenty of time here. We got the whole next block. Walk us through your theory of the case, ma'am.
Sure, I think that very well may have been the most radical 3 minutes of the Rachel Maddow show since the inauguration of President Donald J. Trump. You obviously picked up on the pillars of support frame. Just remember, what they're doing to the Teslas right now is essentially what they want to do to you, the actual supporters of President Trump. I guess the Teslas are just standing in the way. But if you really, I think, analyze what Rep. Jayapal said, some other quotes that I think are just important for context, quote, allow that person to continue to have power. She also references taking down a dictatorship and talks about essentially getting ahead of these protests turning violent, which is stochastic terrorism to its core, the idea that, oh, well, our movements are going to be hijacked by people who are violent. It's not us. We don't have anything to do with them. What you just witnessed, this is not talking about protest or civil disobedience or a couple of young women marching around the National Mall saying that they like feminism. This is the USAID deep state globalist playbook of regime change, where they spend overtime amounts of hours. They work in overdrive to depict regimes or rulers that they view as dictatorial, autocratic, authoritarian. Why? So then they have what they would describe as the moral or political justification to then oust them from power. And Representative Jayapal is busy hosting, and we'll get into who exactly is funding these organizations after the break, but these not town halls or meetings, they call them training sessions.
Is that music? Yeah, it is music. Okay, I was just making sure it was coming from the video and not me.
She told the nation that she wants her supporters, quote, strike ready and should be preparing for violent conflict on these training sessions where they're working with, you guessed it, USAID, Chinese-funded Harvard Institute professors, not to understand how to democratically protest, but they're essentially playing out whether or not terrorism, violent action, or nonviolent action are the most successful tactics to bring about their goals.
Unfortunately, that's definitely what it is. Now, I'm going to show you this next clip. I got to bring the tab over here real quick, so bear with me. I'm going to show y'all this real quick. This professor from Fresno, what is this state? California State University, Catherine is giving her students extra credit for attending the Take Down Tesla protest.
All right, okay.
I don't know if you want my name on there or anything, but you know my name also.
Yeah, if you want to share it.
Sure.
Yeah, you can say who you are in the community if you want.
No, sure.
This is on.
Yeah, sure. And I'm Catherine Shurik. I'm actually trying to get a NOW chapter, National Organization for Women, off the ground here in Fresno. I'm an anthropologist and a professor at the university here and teach an activist anthropology course. We're trying to get my students to get involved as well.
Extra credit, kids. You hear that?
Yes.
Sorry, young adults, not kids.
Next week, they do get extra credit for coming to the protest.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Catherine.
I'm sorry. I'm really trying to wrap my mind around this. I'm just processing it, y'all. You know, this woman is prepared to give her kids, her students, extra credit if they show up to support anti-Elon, an anti-Elon Musk protest. I don't know about y'all, man. That just don't make sense to me. This doesn't make sense to me. These are the people that I consider tolerant. Like, what are we doing? And I'm glad Pam Bondi is doing what she's doing, everything that she can to make sure that they follow good up on their word of taking these people down. Because leftist violence, it has to be called out every single time. Found out and prosecuted, too. Somebody says they would continue to escalate violence unless lawfully stopped with consequence. Yes. The communists are getting desperate because they know they cannot win in the marketplace of ideas, so they must cheat, steal, and destroy in order to seize power. Let's say that y'all do win this way. Let's say in your dream world, Elon Musk decides to, give it all up. Do y'all feel proud about how y'all achieve power? I don't know. I could be tripping. Somebody said, I'll be getting a Trump was right about everything hat. Need to go ahead and get my merch game up. Okay, let's see where this one goes. I'm reading comments right now, by the way, if you haven't picked up on it. LOL, no, the Second Amendment is standing in the way. Ring that bell. Get out of the way. Like Branson, Missouri, under Obama, it was over before most even understood what happened. Y'all be careful out here. Go check out somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Thank y'all for the likes, comments, shares, and of course bringing this information brings great risk. So thank y'all for the donations and helping keeping this channel afloat. See you in the next video.